Welcome back to this already the final segment of The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business tomorrow, big election day. If you haven't voted already, what are you doing? Do you like lines? I mean, that's just crazy. You should have voted, but now you didn't, and now you better go vote tomorrow, though, because it is a crucial race. And I've got the author on of a book called Patriots of Treason. He has been on the program before. Wanted to get him back on because it's a important thesis, important idea behind the book, and something I think all of us should be mindful of this election season. David, welcome back to the program. And again, David Thomas Roberts.
Thanks for having me, Kevin. Appreciate the show. Got a great show.
Thanks. I appreciate you joining us. Tell us a little bit about the book. What motivated you to write it?
Well, Patriot Treasons is a political thriller, and honestly, the truth is I come home and watch the news, get agitated every night, and it was my wife's suggestion that for my health reasons to write a book to get it off my chest, and so I took about 8 months and finished the book, and now it's out and released.
Mm-hmm. And it's eerily similar to what's going on in the news today.
It is. A lot of the book, the book is fiction, but it's based on current events, and you'll see some of the events in the book match what's going on today in the country and in politics.
Mm-hmm. And the basic idea, I don't want to get too far away, but I'll go ahead and read the description that's there on the homepage, which is patriotsoftreason.com. T. Anyone, an incumbent minority president losing at the polls in his re-election bid due to the economy, gas prices, and scandals in his administration, pulls an October surprise that swings the election. The night he is elected, there is an assassination attempt on him, which is blamed on the Tea Party. The assassination attempt causes major riots in urban areas throughout the country, which seriously impacts the economy, the stock market, etc. Yeah, interesting. So, and what's funny about it is that wasn't too long ago where that would seem far-fetched, but not so much these days.
Well, we don't know if the Libya event was actually an October surprise that went awry. We really don't know, but this election tomorrow is critical for the entire country, and
it certainly went awry. Especially now he has since been saying things like, "We don't leave any American behind." Well, we do have there in Benghazi and in Libya, and even though we have Marines close enough there to actually make a difference, we go ahead and let them go down. Marines who are willing to go and risk their lives being told to stand down repeatedly. It's just unbelievable when you look at that.
Oh, it's unconscionable, and this has been the theme throughout this administration. A president that was supposed to come in to be the most transparent president in history is actually the least transparent in history. So we may never know the results of all this.
Yeah, absolutely. My gut tells me, I'll tell you what I thought about on that whole situation, because I've kicked it around now since we've had several weeks. And if you remember, on September 11th, every major news site on the conservative side, Newsmax and everyone else, was reporting the fact that Barack Obama had missed 60% of his intelligence briefings, and even the mainstream media would have a line about it here and there. That was on September 11th, 60% of his intelligence briefings, and then by the end of that day, you had what happened in Benghazi. And it's like, you know what, he didn't do his homework, he flunked. You wonder in retrospect how many of them, 60% of those intelligence briefings, had to do with what was going on in Libya and things that were going on with Al-Qaeda and preparation for 9/11. And it's like the kid who got caught, flunking his tests or his hands in a cookie jar or whatever you want to do, looking for a reason, looking for an excuse that had nothing to do with him, creating this bizarre story about a movie, which, by the way, the guy who made that trailer to that movie is still in jail today.
Right, and that's another topic altogether, why he's in jail and how they can hold him without any kind of due process. And that's in my book also. But, if you play golf 57 times during a year, you might miss a few intelligence briefings.
Right.
Kevin, I run my own business. I run a small business, been in business for myself my entire life, and there's no way I could play golf 57 times in a year. So I don't know how the President of the United States, with all that's going on, can do that. And obviously, you're seeing the results of that.
Yeah, no question about it. No question about it. Again, the book is called Patriots of Treason. You can find it online. Win, lose, or draw this election. And boy, I sure hope we see Barack Obama lose. I just pray to God. But win, lose, or draw, this book is going to be fun reading and interesting reading and important reading, because it does really pertain to the the relevance of what's happening in the news and headlines today. And again, what's really interesting is how much fact is often stranger than fiction.
It is. I've had to change during writing the book. My wife and I would laugh because something I wrote, a couple of weeks later actually happens. So, some of this, if you really look at the administration, some of this is predictable. But, there's relevant themes throughout this book about, the erosion of the Constitution. And in the book, just for the readers who haven't read the book, is Texas finally puts its foot down and said no more.
Yep.
And Texas bows its neck, and the people of Texas and the government, the state government of Texas, said no more. Mm-hmm. So without giving away all the details of the book, I think the Texans will enjoy reading it if nobody else. If
nobody else, absolutely. And succession dreams, I guess, come true in that in your book.
Oh, sure. And there's a growing number of folks out there who thinks that Texas can have its economic, political, and cultural freedom again. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm one of those.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think succession is possible personally, and the reason why is because we joined the Union in the 1830s, and the Civil War proved that you can't succeed, because if they were going to be honorable, the federal government was going to be honorable. When we said we were leaving in 1860, regardless of what's happening in the South, we had terms of agreement that would allow us to leave according to our relationship and Lincoln did not allow that to happen. So I personally don't think it's possible because of what Lincoln did, to be perfectly honest with you. He violated the law as it pertained to what the federal government agreed to do for the state of Texas. But you know what? I probably more than most have dreams of succession. Would love to see that happen.
Well, if you look back in history, the colonists.
Yeah.
England was the most powerful country in the world. Nobody thought that could happen. Nobody thought the state of Texas Texas could rebel and split from Mexico, but it happened. So, I keep reminding people only 2% of the colonists actually picked up a musket and participated in the American Revolution. So, and I'm not saying it needs to be
an armed revolution.
An armed revolution.
Leave that to me.
No. Yeah.
But here's the point. It's a great book. People need to check it out. Patriots of Treason. Lots of fun. And people need to explore that and enjoy it. patriotsoftreason.com. David Thomas Roberts. Make sure you check it out. Thanks for being with us again.
Thanks for having me.
And keep up the good work. I hope there's future books in
there. There is a sequel coming.
Oh, good. I look forward to seeing that and talking to you about it right here on this station, in fact. All right. Make sure you go vote. If you should have voted early like I did. And you should have voted often like I did. No, I didn't get to vote often. But I'm trying to figure out how to do that. If you figure out, let me know how you did it. Hope you have a great rest of the day. I do want to remind you the best content is also at US Daily. From this show is over at usdailyreview.com. Videos, articles, including content about this interview here with Dave. Make sure you check that out. But while you're there, you need to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. But again, have a great day. Make sure you vote tomorrow. And we'll talk to you tomorrow right here on this station.